I'm the one who wins.
Birds, when freedom calls, we're here to answer.
Colbert's got Jeff Daniels and Nate Burleson tonight on the Emmy-nominated Late Show.
Discover the perfect show to spice up your summer.
Somewhere in here is a connection.
Drop me a pin and I'm there.
We are going to put every single one of them behind bars.
Oh, snap, your mom is a killer.
Spend your summer with So Help Me Todd. Thursdays on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Goodbye rain for now. I'll tell you when those showers are likely to return and how our weekend weather looks. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a change in Escanaba's marijuana zoning ordinance. Tonight, what the City Council decided about where retailers can set up shop. Plus, Kingsford's centennial celebrations start off strong. A look ahead to the parade this weekend and who will be leading the way. And a recap of Donald Trump's day in court on another federal indictment. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ.
We are finally back to some cooler temperatures overnight, and we're also looking forward to a sunny start to the weekend too.
Oh my gosh, for sure, Sarah. And Mitchell Reif took this picture of Munising earlier today when he was down there. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll expect that into tomorrow as well. Quiet and calm into Friday, and then we've got some possible haze from wildfire smoke pushing in. But as Sarah mentioned, some sunnier days ahead, and then we've got this cold front bringing in some cooler temperatures. We'll be in the 70s tomorrow, so not too cool. I mean, it'll be nice and warm. Today we saw a high of 82 out at the National Weather Service Center. I've got your 7-day outlooks and event planners on the way.
Thank you very much, Ariane. New at 11, marijuana dispensaries and retailers now have fewer options for where they can set up shop in Escanaba. The City Council tonight approved an amendment to its marijuana zoning ordinance. The amendment states that a marijuana retailer cannot be within 500 feet of a post-secondary educational institution. Previously, the ordinance only prohibited retailers from opening within 750 feet of a K-12 school. The current ordinance also says dispensaries can't be within 100 feet of a single-family dwelling, but the new amendment changes that restriction to any residential district.
Simplifies enforcement of the ordinance as it stands. Before, it was a little strange to enforce something without a clear way to see on paper what's where. Plus, we're covering Bay College or any other higher education institutions for any buffers they might want.
That amendment goes into effect in 10 days. Over the summer, the Michigan Capitol Commission has been at work making security improvements for the building. In addition, a weapons ban is set to be implemented before the start of fall. Elle Myers has details tonight from the Capitol building in Lansing.
In a matter of weeks, getting inside the Michigan Capitol will start to look a little different as new security measures are implemented alongside a new weapons ban policy. Now, I'll talk about that new policy shortly, but if you'll come with me, I'll show you what's new in the Capitol.
We'll start installing equipment, testing it, etc. Once we get it up and going, we'll probably have it on, even though it's not going to be like implemented. We're not going to be stopping people. When people get used to seeing it, having it, make sure we know how it works.
These security upgrades have been in the works for months. Last February, the commission voted unanimously to implement new security measures and a weapons ban for the Capitol grounds.
Really limit the control, limit the access people have. We'll be able to screen everybody through our weapons detection equipment and hopefully keep any dangerous items out of the building.
Candler tells me things like firearms, explosives, and knives are the main things officers will screen for, but there will be exceptions.
If a carpet installer came in has an X-Acto knife, obviously that's okay.
Pass-through weapons detection equipment will be placed at the main entrance, and Candler says he hopes the new measures won't cause a big backup.
That we'll have some places like where some of the vendors and carpenters that people come in so we can check what they have in their bag, but mainly people just are going to move through hopefully at a rapid rate.
The Michigan Capitol Commission expects to take up the weapons ban at its meeting on August 28th. It's expected the ban would be in place by Labor Day. The Kingsford Centennial celebrations have begun, and the first night is all about the 80s. Music has filled Lodell Park from the glam band Stephen Percy and Vince Neil. Vince Neil, the lead singer of Motley Crue, should be hitting the stage right about now. In addition to the main acts, there will also be performances by local and regional bands on other stages as well. Tonight, festival goers heard from the Fine Line Band and Noise Pollution. Tomorrow's lineup, starting at 4:30 Central Time, will have a country theme. It'll include Stephen Ray, Andy Gibbons' Bad Axe Rodeo, Jim Counter, Runaway June, and Big and Rich taking the main stage at 10 o'clock tomorrow. And along with all of the music performances and fun down in Lodell Park, the city is hosting a parade on Saturday. WZMQ's Iron Mountain Bureau reporter Amy Doyle gives us a look at the 2.5-ton team that will be leading the parade.
Tom Wender is the man who'll be driving the team of Belgian draft horses leading the Kingsford Centennial Parade. He says having his horses in the parade is an honor, but he didn't plan on matching when he started work on the new wagon.
We refurbished the wagon, and unknowingly, when I picked the color, it's the same as the Kingsford Blue.
Doc will be on the left and Dewey will be on the right, and both of their manes are trained to show off on their respective sides. These two big boys each weigh in at an identical 2,220 pounds.
We're the only team in the county, and there used to be a ton of them. So the closest team is Pembine and Crystal Falls.
They consume a total of 12 pounds of grain, 20 gallons of water, and 40 pounds of hay each per day. As a team, their record weight pulled is over 9,000 pounds.
Everything starts with a good harness and a good collar, because you have to get the pressure points right around their shoulders and everything so you don't harm the horse. So the collar is really designed to fit them, and then you have to bend the hames accordingly to the collar. So there's some technology involved. They were a wagon team and a sleigh team, and then we trained them how to be a farm team and a pulling team.
The wagon will be staged tomorrow. Then on Saturday, Doc and Dewey will arrive around 8 a.m. Central Time at Ford Park. The two siblings will get brushed, harnessed, hooked in, and ready to head out coming from Kingsford High School. These two workhorses know they have one important job.
We do the sleigh rides in the winter. You won't see a team that's going to do a parade in the morning and a pulling contest in the afternoon.
The pair of gentle giants will pull their parade cart looping back to the middle school entrance of Kingsford High School by Pile Drive. Amy Doyle, WZMQ 19 News, Kingsford.
The parade starts Saturday at 9 a.m. You can find a map of the parade route on the Kingsford Centennial Facebook page. A new careers in technical education training facility is coming to Marquette County. The Iron Workers Local 8 broke ground this morning on a new apprenticeship facility in Harvey. The $5.5 million facility off M28 will be used to train new apprentices as well as hold classes for journeymen to continue their education and certifications. It'll be the only facility of its kind for iron workers in the UP who otherwise would have to commute downstate or to Wisconsin to get this training. Work is set to begin on the project in the upcoming weeks, and it's expected to be completed by the spring. We'll have more on how this facility will make an impact tomorrow night on 19 News at 6/5 Central. Visitors to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore will have a new way to get to a popular beach. The park is opening a new access point to Miners Beach starting this weekend, designated specially for authorized commercial use kayak companies. The new area is located away from the main east and west points of entry to the beach to alleviate congestion from beachgoers and kayakers. Park rangers say this was a necessity because of the number of visitors.
Priority is definitely the visitor experience. You know, we just want to improve that, make sure that folks have a really good time when they visit Miners Beach, and same thing whether they're going on a guided kayaking tour, whether they're just going to enjoy the water. We just want to make sure that they have that pleasant experience. So that's really the idea behind this project.
The main east and west points of entry will now be designated solely for visitors and beachgoers. A team of women is coming together to build a house in Negaunee. WZMQ's Scott Minshall has more on how the project is building more than just a home.
Habitat for Humanity is holding its annual Women Build event this week in Negaunee. The event is held in alliance with the Zonta Club of Marquette.
The mission for the Women Build event is empowering women, and that's what Zonta's mission is as well. So it just made sense to try out this partnership.
While some of the women have experience, most of the volunteers are picking up skills as they go.
Being able to learn how to do some of the things that I've not yet been taught how to do, like use a table saw.
Habitat for Humanity also brings in speakers during the event to talk about women empowerment. But the best part of the day comes during the actual work.
It really is, the camaraderie is the part that I love. It's working with other women. It's having the family here on the site.
The family is Danielle Narhi and her son. They will purchase the home once it's completed. Nari says seeing women help build her home is inspiring, and it also has other benefits.
You can get to know and meet, prominent business people within the community and other people who are just interested in serving the community in general.
The Women Build event will continue for the next 2 days with volunteers. The goal is to have the home completed and move-in ready by Christmas. Scott Mitchell, WZMQ 19 News, Nagani.
For more information on how you can volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, just visit our website or our mobile app. The past came to life today for a group of children in Escanaba. The Delta County Historical Society hosted its second annual History Day Camp, starting with tours of the Sandpoint Lighthouse and Museum. Campers learned how to haul water, stack wood, hang laundry on a clothesline, and even make their own butter. The Historical Society's Education Committee says the camp is an opportunity to teach children about how their ancestors lived.
Learn from history, of course, and with the hands-on, just give them a little bit more knowledge of the area that they grew up in and what life was back then compared to what their life is now.
And each camper received a family pass for the lighthouse and museum. The Historical Society hopes they will return with their families and teach them about their local history. Former President Donald Trump had his first day in court defending against federal charges he illegally sought to overturn the 2020 election results. Trump entered a not guilty plea in the hearing that lasted less than half an hour. Natalie Brand is in Washington with the latest.
At his arraignment, former President Donald Trump pleaded not guilty to charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Before flying out of the nation's capital to his New Jersey golf club, Trump spoke out against prosecutors.
This is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
The former president's appearance at this federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. came just 2 days after a grand jury indicted him on 4 felony counts. They include conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruction of an official proceeding related to the January 6th Capitol attack, the U.S. Capitol within view of the federal courthouse.
There is no doubt in my mind that Jack Smith has already written his closing argument when this indictment was drafted, because you have to look at the result when you look at the beginning.
When the case goes to trial, sources say Trump's lawyers plan to argue that the former president's false claims about the election were not criminal, and that his efforts were driven by the advice of outside attorneys. Outside the courthouse on Thursday, supporters and protesters gathered.
We've been waiting 7 years to be able to see justice, finally getting into gear for what the former president did.
This is his 3rd indictment. He will be found not guilty of all 3 indictments.
Special counsel Jack Smith says he's seeking a speedy trial. But Trump's legal team has indicated they will seek delays as the former president now faces charges in 3 separate cases. The legal teams are expected back in court August 28th.
While at the courthouse today, former President Trump was processed and fingerprinted, but no mugshot was taken. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, the price of dining out continues to get higher and higher. How a New York restaurant has managed to drop its prices. And later, the Nagani graduate that just signed a letter of intent to play golf. We're back after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories.
Hey, how are you?
With friends and family. before it all flies by.
Make some memories in an exciting new Camry or electrified Camry Hybrid and get APR financing as low as 3.99% plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
IRS, open up.
The IRS is the most feared agency in the country and has the power to seize assets, garnish wages, and even put you in jail for back taxes and unfiled tax returns. Don't be a victim. Call Kick IRS right now and let us kick those IRS problems out of your life once and for all. Our powerful team of tax experts will fight hard for you and will not stop until we've resolved your tax problems on your terms. And if you qualify, we may even reduce or eliminate your tax debt altogether. No more sleepless nights wondering when the IRS is going to come after you. Take control of your tax problems today and make the phone call. We have an A rating with a Better Business Bureau, and we offer a 100% written guarantee, so there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. The consultation is free and the phone call is free. So pick up the phone right now and kick those IRS problems out of your life once and for all.
Call 800-871-9227. That's 800-871-9227. 800-871-9227.
Watch WZMQ 19 News at your convenience, always streaming free on viewit.com. Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Well, we're grooving on into these 60-degree temperatures at the moment. We'll expect them to dip down into the 50s. Mostly clear skies for everybody. Again, there could be some haze out there from wildfires, so just a heads up on that. Like I mentioned, 50 to 60 tonight. Tomorrow, abundant sunshine for everybody. Maybe some clouds here and there, and then those highs still a little bit warm, but also cool compared to what we saw this week. And then tomorrow evening, we'll have mostly clear skies to partly cloudy, and then we can expect some fog as well. Let's take a look at what's going on with the wind. We've got mostly north winds. That's going to be the story for at least the next 24 hours into Friday evening. Fairly calm out there at the moment. We might see speeds up to about 15 miles an hour tomorrow afternoon / early evening. Taking a look at our radar, we are spick and span, super dry, maybe a sprinkle here and there, and we'll see some showers over the lake as we make our way into our Friday. But right now, it's very quiet out there. There's no rain going on, but some clouds and possible fog, like I mentioned as well. As we take a look Friday morning, a little bit cloudier over here in the east, fairly clear and dry over in the west and southern portions. Like I said, some showers along the lake here, most of that above Marquette and Alger counties. And then Saturday, we can expect some clouds pushing in, mostly cloudy skies, maybe even a little bit of precipitation down south here. But other than that, we should be fairly dry into Saturday night. Sunday, though, that's another story. Our lows tonight, like I said, in that 50 to 60 degree range, a little bit warmer, though, up north here in Marquette, as well as Eagle Harbor and Houghton, with a temp of 63 at the moment, or for the low tonight. Happy 100th centennial there in Kingsford. That kicked off tonight, but it's also going on Friday and Saturday. All kinds of activities and things for the kids to do. There's a STEM expo, inflatables, petting zoo, and then rocking out. Country night is tomorrow night. 80 degrees is that temperature for the daytime, 52 overnight, but we're expecting those clouds to increase throughout the day. And then Saturday, mostly cloudy skies for Ann Wilson of Hart's going to be there, but a high of 80 degrees in Kingsford. Tomorrow for everybody else, we will be in that 70 degree range, a little bit cooler up here in Marquette with a temp of 69. Taking a look at the rest of our 7-day in Marquette, that build going on in Marquette County. And then Saturday, we've got the Guts tournament at Tourist Park in Marquette. Should be great on Saturday with partly sunny skies and then likely showers, friends, as that continues on Sunday. Maybe even some rain on Monday before we kind of dry out on Tuesday, and then possible rain on Wednesday. Remember that super sturgeon moon? I've got to thank Scott Wiley Jr. for sending these in from Ishpeming.
Thank you very much, Ariane. In some consumer news, gas prices are on the rise. You've probably noticed. AAA says the average price on Wednesday was $3.80 a gallon. That's over 25 cents higher than a month ago. A AAA spokesman told the Associated Press that record temperatures this summer and cuts in global crude production are partly to blame. Michigan's statewide average is $3.68 today. That's 15 cents higher than a month ago. And the state's highest gas prices are in the UP with 14 of the 15 UP counties higher than the statewide average. The FDA is recalling thousands of boxes of Tidemi birth control pills, warning that some batches could result in unexpected pregnancies. The recalled pills were distributed at pharmacies nationwide from June of 2022 through May of this year. Lot numbers of affected boxes are on the FDA's website. The agency urges affected patients to continue taking the medication and immediately seek an alternative from their doctor. And the Mega Millions jackpot grew to over $1.2 billion after no ticket matched Tuesday's winning numbers. Friday's drawing will be the fourth largest prize in the game's history, with cash option of $625 million. You may have noticed a slight dip in your grocery bill, but dining out still remains high. Michael George shows us one Brooklyn, New York restaurant that's bucking the trend and dropping its prices.
Morgan's Brooklyn Barbecue is shaving a little off the top.
St. Louis pork ribs, we lowered the price on. We actually increased the size.
This Texas-style barbecue with a Brooklyn flair now costs just a little bit less.
How much are we talking about in terms of lowering the price?
A couple of dollars, $1 or $2.
After seeing food, goods, and labor prices skyrocket during the pandemic, Morgan's owner, Matthew Glazier, says his costs on some items have finally come down, and he's passing along that savings to his customers.
In order to get more customers in order to get customers to come back, there have to be some sort of value.
Anytime I can save $1, I love it.
While the cost of cooking at home has cooled off a bit, dining out remains pricey. The most recent government data shows grocery store prices were up 4.7%, while restaurant bills were up 7.7%.
When you see grocery prices go down, they go on sharply, whereas restaurant prices don't go down as sharply. There's a lot more built into the restaurant pricing.
Overall, restaurants are faring well in spite of generally higher prices, thanks to strong demand and low unemployment.
But some consumers are watching their wallets. Recent data from Revenue Management Solutions shows quick service traffic was down, with almost a third of consumers spending less on restaurants, and 1 in 3 of that group reducing their order size to save money. Morgan's customers say wherever you can get a deal,
a buck is a buck. That's $1 extra, and it leaves you with a very positive experience.
And that's worth every bite.
Trend spotters at Technomics say they are also seeing more loyalty programs, offering frequent customers things like a free sandwich or buy one, get one deals. Months after a train derailment in Ohio, residents are still feeling its effects. After this, the side effects some residents say they're dealing with.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
That's an outright lie.
The Emmy-nominated Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Come at me, GOP. Come on.
Weeknights on CBS.
IRS, open up.
The IRS is the most feared agency in the country and has the power to seize assets, garnish wages, and even put you in jail for back taxes and unfiled tax returns. Don't be a victim. Call Kick IRS right now and let us kick those IRS problems out of your life once and for all. Our powerful team of tax experts will fight hard for you and will not stop until we've resolved your tax problems on your terms. And if you qualify, we may even reduce or eliminate your tax debt altogether. No more sleepless nights wondering when the IRS is going to come after you. Take control of your tax problems today and make the phone call. We have an A rating with a Better Business Bureau, and we offer a 100% written guarantee, so there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. The consultation is free and the phone call is free. So pick up the phone right now and kick those IRS problems out of your life once and for all.
Call 800-871-9227. That's 800-871-9227. 800-871-9227.
My dad, he's a double amputee, and he's one of my favorite people in the world. To me, a hero is someone who fights for our country and freedom. My dad is a hero. Homes for Our Troops built this house, and my dad can get through the wide doorways. He can reach anything.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Your one place for everything Caribbean is on One Caribbean Television. Visit our website to subscribe and download our app. Watch One Caribbean Television anytime, anywhere, live or on demand on your TV, phone, tablet, or computer.
WZMQ 19 News, weeknights at 6 and 11. You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
It's been nearly 6 months since that catastrophic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, and fallout from the massive chemical spill is still being felt in the village. Kelly Kennedy has the findings of extensive testing done there and the EPA's response.
These most recent results are pretty alarming. Now, the testing was done right here at this creek. It's called Sulphur Run. Independent testing expert Scott Smith tells me this is the first time that his testing has revealed an increase in dioxins post-derailment. East Palestine resident Lori Harmon is a 2-time cancer survivor. She's also immunocompromised.
I'm going to 7 specialists. I'm not sure what my next step is. I'm going to the Cleveland Clinic.
She says her symptoms have gotten worse in the past couple of months. Recently, she's been having severe skin reactions whenever she's around grass or dirt.
Since they have been removing the chemicals out of our ground, a lot of this stuff is floating around and people are getting sick.
Independent testing expert Scott Smith first started testing at this creek in February. These recent results are from May 29th. His results found that the toxic equivalency concentration at Sulphur Run increased 261% from February to May. TEQ is the measure the EPA uses to determine the toxicity of a set of chemicals.
We just kind of need to know the answers so we know what our next step is, whether we stay, whether we can go.
A lot of these dioxins, I mean, they're known to cause cancer, they're known to cause reproductive issues, other health issues, so people are scared for the future.
They're very scared of the unknown is the scary part. If you have the facts, you can go to your doctor.
We're living in a town that is contaminated, and we don't know what our future holds.
Smith also tested the soil here on Haggart Road in May. He found 65,000% more dioxins there than a control sample he tested from nearby Negley, Ohio. I reached out to the EPA about Smith's results. They told me his results do indicate that the dioxin levels are elevated, but because of the location of the sample, the EPA does not recommend any immediate action. They did say that his data may be considered when developing future assessment plans. The EPA says they tested 17 locations along the same road, and their results were all within typical ranges. Smith says he stands by his results and will continue to test throughout the area.
The data is pointing to something is going on with people's health, and this community is not making it up.
The EPA says they did sampling on 146 locations, and they are currently evaluating those results. They tell me that soon they'll be releasing a plan for more soil sampling that will include dioxin sampling.
Well, we are looking at a sunny start for our weekend. Ariane has the outlook on the way, and a Negaunee graduate signs a letter of intent to play golf this fall. That's our final story after this break.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature Made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Want to help our community? I'm Megan O'Connor.
This summer, Ubers United is hosting a summer volunteer program. Earn points by volunteering and completing tasks to win prizes. Winners are announced weekly for ages 13 to 17 and 18 and over. Support neighbors and have fun at the same time. Sponsored by United Way of Marquette County. Go to ubersunited.com/summer volunteer program to sign up. This message is a public service of WZMQ 19.
Celebrate the 95th UP State Fair, presented by the Island Resort and Casino. Gear up for the best fair ever. Enjoy food, fun, rides, and great entertainment. It's August 14th through August 20th. Don't wait. Get your tickets now at upstatefair.net. WZMQ TV 19, reserved champion sponsor of the 2023 UP State Fair.
I'm Lily Simmons. Watch my reports from Escanaba and Delta County only on WZMQ 19 News.
Amy Doyle reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
First Bank, where it's all about people.
Mostly clear out there. Maybe you can see that supermoon that is starting to change. Temperatures in that 60-degree range. We could be in the 50s later on in the evening into the early hours of Friday, when we'll expect mostly sunny skies, maybe a little bit breezy in the afternoon over in the west. Those temperatures 70 to about 80. Winds coming out of the north, hence a cooler day. Things are going to get muggy, though, again this weekend, probably on Sunday. But Saturday and Sunday, Saturday definitely looking really nice at Tourist Park for that Guts Frisbee tournament. They're whipping those things at like 85 miles an hour. Go check that out, especially on Saturday. Sunday, though, we are expecting likely showers here in Marquette with mostly cloudy skies, and that could be the story for everybody else. Let's take a look here at the 7-day for Escanaba. Yep, dry until Sunday, when we could see some showers returning there in Esky. And then I have to share this. Oh my gosh, Harry Hagelin, he must be a bird whisperer, Sarah. Check this out.
He's either a bird whisperer or a Disney princess, and either one is it makes me very envious. That's so cool. Finally tonight, a Negaunee graduate is heading to Central Michigan University to play golf on a partial scholarship. 2023 graduate Rachel Niskanen will join CMU's golf team this fall. She started playing her freshman year of high school and only had 3 years of competitive golf before committing to CMU. She had originally planned on taking a gap year to work on her skills, but she was already offered a spot on CMU's team in June.
Out of state to Wisconsin, downstate for higher level tournaments. So yeah, I think the UP it's kind of like a small little thing, and golf can be seen as a little bigger thing now, I guess.
Niskanen will head downstate later this month. Congratulations to her. And after only 3 years of playing golf, that's very impressive.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And welcome to the family.
Yes.
Flying C's.
That's it for now.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
That's an outright lie.
The Emmy-nominated Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Come at me, GOP. Come on.
Weeknights on CBS.
Superior Collision is seeking a certified auto body technician for full-time employment. Qualified candidates can call or apply in person, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Summer won't last forever, but during Toyota's national sales event, you can make